happy to be at BTME once again. I'm on the Germinal stand at the minute with Richard Brown, who's Amenity Sales Manager at Germinal. So, hi Richard, lovely to see you.
Good to see you too.
How have you been finding the show? Obviously, rescheduled dates.
It's been busy enough, to be quite honest. I mean, it's quieter than normal, but we've met a lot of people. We're managing to chat people through what we're doing at the show, and yeah, we're happy.
Just nice to be all together again, I think.
Absolutely. It is good to see people face to face and see people in such a relaxed way, really. So, yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about what we've got going on behind us here.
Well, really, our main reason for being at the show, apart from meeting those people, is to launch officially our initiative Proactive Seeding. And what we're saying with Proactive Seeding is that with the loss of so many curative fungicides over the last 5 and 10 years, it's never been more important to be sowing more beneficial grasses in your greens. And we're particularly pushing bent grasses because we want to be sowing grasses that can take on modern mowing heights and proliferate and really outcompete Power Annua. Because if you're outcompeting Power Annua, you're outcompeting disease and you're managing a disease-resistant sward. So what we're saying to people really is that overseeding greens with beneficial grasses, whereas it used to be an aspiration, it's now an absolute necessity. But in order to win that battle, you're going to have to overseed more often, and you're going to have to overseed at times a year that perhaps you wouldn't ordinarily be used to. So maybe the spring, the height of summer, or even in the winter. And I think if you come and talk to one of our representatives about that, or visit our website, you'll find out more information about people that are really achieving great results and manage to convincingly convert their greens to mainly bentgrass greens, to the benefit of those greens with regards to playability, but especially disease tolerance. And we're giving away samples at the show of all our bentgrass blends, and we'd really be pleased to talk to them about it.
So I know we touched on this at Saltex, obviously, with greenkeepers and groundsmen being stripped of their armoury in terms of what they can treat pesticides and disease and such with. So do you feel you've had a bit more upkeep and a bit more interest in that in terms of overseeding to fight disease?
Oh, hugely. I think people always knew this was something they wanted to do. But in the past, and it wasn't wrong, but in the past, the game to a certain extent was, well, you had that in your armoury, you could just keep on top of your agronomy, keep an eye out for disease, and just always manage that. Whereas now people are saying, no, I really have got to be taking this seriously, and taking it on really, and saying, I am going to get more bentgrass in there. And it is more than achievable, and it doesn't have to cost a fortune either. You can always find £1,500 to overseed your greens from somewhere else in the budget, and dare I say it, you might be able to find it from the fungicides you would have bought to cure a disease outbreak. So yeah, we think people are turned on to the idea, especially more and more we're talking to people that are saying they're accepting a bit of disease scouring over the winter, and I think that's one thing we've all got to accept as well, more disease scouring, but they are now going to seed their way out of trouble. So they are going to overseed to cure that, but also to prevent disease going forward. So I think we are just putting a name to what people are already thinking, to be quite honest. So yeah.
It's definitely something that obviously needs to be touched on and found a solution to, so it's great that Germinal are providing that solution.
Absolutely. Well, yes, thank you very much. Well, that's what we aim to do, and we're trying to aim to take the sort of sting out of it and the fear out of it. And if you visit our website, there's lots of testimonials there from greenkeepers that are forging ahead with this, and we're trying to offer practical advice on how to do this, and also to debunk this idea that you've got to buy into the massive renovation week. Overseeding should be seen as routine maintenance, and you should just be doing it as a matter of course as frequently as possible.
Well, some great advice there, Richard. Really great to talk to you, and best of luck for the rest of the show.
Okay, thank you very much.